playoff season. A Friday in October, a beautiful night for football. The 1-seed Vikings taking on the 8-seed Seymour Thunder. Gentlemen, it's going to be a great broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Jack Preen, you guys know this guy. Max Myler here with us tonight. Mark Fredrickson on assignment, so not with us tonight. But what a fun night here, and celebrating a 1-seed for this MHB Vikings team. They've had a phenomenal season, undefeated. Obviously, if you've been following this team, just been a really kind of a magical season. And Jack and I were talking last night. It's been a long, long time since this MHB Vikings team had an undefeated season. It's been a while.
2002. They were 9-0, ranked number 1 in the state that year. Ended up losing their first playoff game, which brings us to this. Once it's playoff time, there were 214 teams last Saturday. They had found out where they were going. And to quote a famous movie, you're saying there's a chance. So 214 teams are playing tonight, all with a chance to get to Camp Randall, and they all dreaming of that trip. Seymour being not any different. This should be an exciting game. I usually am a shameless homer, but tonight I think, because we probably have quite a few listeners from up in the Bay Area, I'll try to do my best to be a little middle of the road.
Well, it's been a time since MHB's had that 1 seed. 2014. It's been 9 years. Guess who the quarterback was? Mr. Max Myler here. We're bringing back all the nostalgia here tonight. Max, your thoughts on a team that's undefeated and moving in as a 1 seed, the target's on your back. You know, how do you kind of handle the pressure and kind of get moving on that first series, the first game here in the postseason?
Yeah, the target's on your back, but like I always say, I call it KISS, keep it simple. We run the ball very effectively. We have a good defense, play our game, and see where it falls. But I like MHB, the way we play, very physical up front, good quarterback, great running back. Just very excited to see these guys play. It's playoff football, nothing better.
Nothing better, and you talk about the dynamic offense of this MHB Vikings. They're averaging over 440 yards per game as an offense, and you stop one thing, one other aspect of this team is going to bite you. Listen to this, guys. 2,128 passing yards, 24 touchdowns on the year, 236 yards through the air. The rushing game, dynamic as well. Trenton Owens obviously leading the way. Casey Helgeson doing a great job. 1,896 yards rushing, 27 touchdowns, 210 yards rushing the ball. Come on, guys. I mean, this is a team that is so dynamic. They can score points at, in bunches, and they've done that a bunch this year, scoring 42 points a game.
I'm willing to bet that the Seymour defensive coordinator didn't sleep much this week. He's probably watching a lot of film and wondering how they're going to stop and who they're going to stop.
Yeah, mentioning Trenton Owens, the senior running back, Barneveld Eagle during the non-football season, but he's an MHB Viking. We are happy to have him as well. Casey Helgeson as well leading the way, and here are some highlights from T.O., who's a touchdown machine this year. 19 touchdowns. Tell you what, he's been a two-point machine as well. 19 two-point conversions alone for T.O. Just a couple of his runs from last week alone. 3 touchdowns, 182 yards, 8 yards a clip. Here's a special one. And we got more coming up. Strength, speed, he's got it all. Vision. It's been fun to watch him mature the last couple of years. Yep. Oh, this one's fun. Soak that in.
The lineman doing a good job opening up holes.
Yep.
Starts up front.
As with any offense, I think the offensive line is always overshadowed by those dynamic playmakers, but you don't do the things they've done this year without just a really special group up front. They've been dealing with some injuries, working through that. They've got a little bit of depth, which has helped them, but those guys up front, especially running the ball, have really done a good job this year. Speaking of another playmaker here for the Vikings offense, Landon Elstead with a pick 6 here to really do some damage against Portage. Not a big turnover defense, but getting one there and then A beautiful touchdown catch from Casey Helgeson. A beautiful throw, great catch. Look at that. Pretty special there for the senior Landon Elstead. You've got Chris Keel as well, catching the balls. Owen Primusberger getting more involved in the offense as well as of late.
And you know, the funny thing is, they're not just good basketball players. These are really, really good athletes in multiple sports.
All right, looking forward to this matchup. Number 1 MHB versus the Seymour Thunder right here on Wisco Radio. We've got more pregame upcoming on this Level 1 matchup.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
The Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club is an organization focused on assisting in the development of youth football players and raising funds for the Mount Horeb-Barneveld football program. The mission of the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club is to work cooperatively with the Mount Horeb and Barneveld school districts to support the efforts of the Mount Horeb-Barneveld High School football program and the Mount Horeb-Barneveld youth football program. To learn more about the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club or to find out ways to support the program, head to mhb-football.com. That's mhb-football.com.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Do you have a home in the Mount Horeb area that you want to sell? Well, we have a solution for you. First Weber of Mount Horeb is your hometown realtor and is committed to finding you the perfect home. In town or in the country, Mark Nortman and his team will help you find the property of your dreams. Do you or a friend have a home or property that you need listed? Well, call us. We have motivated buyers for these properties. For the exposure and experience you need, call Mark Nortman at 575-3393 or visit them online today at firstweber.com. First Weber of Mount Horeb, your hometown realtor.
This Wisco Radio broadcast is sponsored by Samuelson Eye Care. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care to schedule an exam today. Kittleson Landscape. Call today for your free landscaping estimate. Mount Horeb Utilities, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Mark Nortman and Associates, Mount Horeb's 5-star First Weber Realtor. Farmers Savings Bank, your Mount Horeb destination for home, farm, land, or business loans. Mount Horeb Chiropractic, state-of-the-art chiropractic services right here in Mount Horeb. And Norsk Golf Club, Mount Horeb's premier 9-hole golf course.
Welcome back to our Wisco Radio pregame show, joined by volleyball head coach Kurt Owen. Kurt, thanks for the time. A regional quarterfinal win here tonight against a really good Evansville team. We'll talk about that, but first of all, welcome and congrats on a great season.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Well, let's first talk about your season. You come in with the 3 seed. What's the one thing that you take away from this regular season, and maybe where do you see the most growth at this year?
Really, with the 3 seed, we played some tough competition going in. So that regular season, we've seen the best teams. So we know what we need to do to win more games and to go farther in the playoffs. And we've seen, that we can play, at a high level and, all facets of the game. We do a lot of really good things all over the court. We don't have a lot of weaknesses. It's just really, are we all dialed in and on every point, what decides a lot of matches for us.
Well, I saw a few of your matches this year and really seemed like you shared the ball well and you had a lot of players who can make plays at any given night.
Yeah, exactly. Again, there's no weaknesses anywhere on the court for us. If we got one game where, our right sides, Layla and Jace are killing it, or we have got our middles that are going with Henley and Andy, or outside, Addison had a big game for us, and Ruby has big games for us. So yeah, really anywhere in our front row they can get some kills, and then we got great servers, and defensively we don't we cover a lot of ground back row as well. So.
Well, not really a senior laden team. You're kind of a young team. You've got some key contributors who are underclassmen, but just talk about the growth in some of the underclassmen this year.
Yeah, we've got a few players. Layla starting in in a setter role as a sophomore for the first time. She was on a team last year, but didn't get a lot of playing time. She's had just a phenomenal season. Setting and hitting. Finley Moore as a sophomore coming in at the middle. She's really come a long way since the beginning of the season. And then we had a good junior class from last year. Jace and Kennedy and Ruby. That have been great for us the last couple of years now.
Well, you made it to the playoffs here as a 3 seed. It's always nice getting a couple home games. Yeah. Talk about Tuesday night, you take down a Clinton team, and then here tonight, taking down a tough Evansville team.
Yeah, we only had 4 home games all season before the playoffs. So, I think it wasn't, a great opportunity for our players to, play in front of their home fans. So it was nice to be able to get 2 extra ones here for us. And then, the energy in this gym, was terrific for both matches. And I think, we, being home match, our fans brought the energy. I think really, propelled us here in these home matches.
A 3-set winner here tonight against the 11 seed Evansville, who upset a 6 seed. Really in that second set, I think it was a fun one. It was back and forth, but then you guys were able to finally take that one down. Talk about that second set, which I really felt like kind of launched you into that third set.
Yeah, definitely. We jumped out to a 4-0 lead in that second set early, and then they came back. We thought maybe we were just going to run with it from start to finish, but no, they came back. They fought, went back and forth. They gave them a few points, but then when this team when we need points down the stretch, we really lock it up. We don't give easy points anymore, and just make some really smart shots and get some kills.
A fun win here tonight. You got a match with Edgewood on Saturday night. What are your thoughts on the Crusaders?
We've seen them 4 times, so we definitely know what we're gonna see come up against. But we also know, even though we've lost 4, we've been in those matches every single time. We've led in sets, late in sets a number of times. We just didn't finish in those ones. So If we just, stay tough mentally, don't dwell on errors and, on when they get some really good swings, they got some big hitters. So, if they get big kills on us, we don't let that get in our head. Just keep doing what we're doing. When it's finished sets, we'll be right in this match. We'll be okay.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it. Hopefully the Vikings can find themselves in a sectional semifinal. Kurt Owen, thank you for your time. A 3-set winner tonight versus Evansville. Stay tuned for Mount Horeb versus Seymour right here on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
The Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club is an organization focused on assisting in the development of youth football players and raising funds for the Mount Horeb-Barneveld football program. The mission of the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club is to work cooperatively with the Mount Horeb and Barneveld school districts to support the efforts of the Mount Horeb-Barneveld High School football program and the Mount Horeb-Barneveld youth football program. To learn more about the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club or to find out ways to support the program, head to mhb-football.com. That's mhb-football.com.
This Wisco Radio broadcast is sponsored by Samuelson Eye Care. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care to schedule an exam today. Kittleson Landscape. Call today for your free landscaping estimate. Mount Horeb Utilities, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Mark Nortman and Associates, Mount Horeb's 5-star First Weber Realtor. Farmers Savings Bank, your Mount Horeb destination for home, farm, land, or business loans. Mount Horeb Chiropractic, state-of-the-art chiropractic services right here in Mount Horeb. And Norsk Golf Club, Mount Horeb's premier 9-hole golf course.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
This Wisco Radio broadcast is sponsored by Samuelson Eye Care. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care to schedule an exam today. Kittleson Landscape. Call today for your free landscaping estimate. Mount Horeb Utilities, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Mark Nortman and Associates, Mount Horeb's 5-star First Weber Realtor. Farmers Savings Bank, your Mount Horeb destination for home, farm, land, or business loans. Mount Horeb Chiropractic, state-of-the-art chiropractic services right here in Mount Horeb. And Norsk Golf Club, Mount Horeb's premier 9-hole golf course.
And welcome back to Mount Horeb High School. The Vikings taking on the Thunder from Seymour Level 1 Division 3 playoff action. We're brought here tonight by Rural Mutual. When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Real Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From football to volleyball to soccer to tennis, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions. Seymour won the toss. They elected to defer and give the ball to this high-powered MHB Vikings offense.
Might be a mistake.
Bold strategy, but that's what they went with here tonight. Guys, we didn't talk a whole lot about the Seymour team coming in, but this is something that you probably have not seen much in your lifetime, is the offense they're going to run here tonight. Most of their offense, they'll run 2 running backs in the backfield. They'll snap to one of them. They run a kind of a variation of the wing T, of the single wing. So they're going to be a ball control type offense here tonight. But their defense is only giving up 21 points per game. So we'll see how this high-powered MHB offense can stand up to this Seymour Thunder defense. And we are underway. It's a short kick and picked up near side 25. And that's Jack Wilson up around the 40-yard line, 42-yard line. Check that. That's Owen Primusberger. And good starting field position for the MHB Vikings.
What a beautiful night for football. No wind. It's about 55 degrees. Oh, if I was only 45 years younger.
Then what?
Then I'd be in the crowd watching. Smart guy.
OP gets the Vikings started at their own 42-yard line. This high-powered Vikings offense. A lot of playmakers across the board. Good to see Casey Helgeson in the starting spot here tonight. Played the first half last week, played very well, over 200 yards passing in a single half. Sat out the second half of Stoughton and the second half of Portage. But he is back in the starting lineup.
Defensively, they'll run a lot of man coverage, which I think really bodes well for the Vikings.
Yeah, we'll see how we run the ball. Then we got to take some shots.
High snap to Helgeson. He's going to throw, and first pass to Elstead is a little high. And a second down upcoming. So a high snap turns into a high throw, stopping the clock here. First play of the game.
Well, it is a relatively new center, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a tough snap. You got a guy. They run a 5-man front, so he's got a guy right over him.
Yep, lost their starting center, Ben Spitzbarth. 2nd down and 10. Handoff. Owens, left side, working his way behind big ol' Austin Leibfried and company. The Steamrollers heading to Indiana next year, and they love to run to the left side.
Ground and pound. I would run behind him too.
Just not very fast.
No, a lot slower than that.
3rd down and I guess about 4, maybe a short 3. I don't know what it is, somewhere around there, 3 or 4. First 3rd down of the game. Seymour really stacking the box against these Vikings. Single coverage here to the running backs. Another high snap, ball on the ground. And the Vikings fall on it. So a couple errant snaps here, and just when you thought maybe they could get things rolling here, a possible 3 and out.
So do you punt here or do you go for it? I mean, I see they're going to go for it.
I think you go for it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yep.
It's a 3 and 16.
Yeah, here's the replay here. Fourth down and strong 4, maybe close to 5. Helgeson back to pass. He's going to throw near side and overshot. Chris Keel near side. So a 4 and out for MHB to start this game. Seymour gets the ball at the MHB 47-yard line.
Seymour's coming in with a 2-game victory string where they've outscored the opponent 70-0. So they're riding high right now. We'll get a chance to look at that offense now, up close and personal.
I'm very excited to see what this offense is about.
See it with our own eyes.
Yep.
So, and they will go 2 running back situation. They've got the 2 wing backs behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, tell me you've seen this formation before. I have not. First down and 10. It's going to be a drop ball and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. For this Vikings defense, knifing in there was Ryan Scogan.
They use the two up backs sort of as their pulling guards. A lot of power football we're going to see tonight.
Puts them in a 2nd down and 12. Yeah, just never quite had it. Skogie in there. 2nd down and 12. They'll shuffle the 2 halfbacks to the right side of the line. Here's the snap again. Lead formation. And that's going right side up around the 45-yard line. So just a ton of lead stuff here. They're going to have 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers in front of their running backs at all times. That time the ball carried by Xavier Salzman.
Yep, I see MHB's defensive backs are playing a little tighter. Probably 7 yards off, which is smart. Get down in the gaps earlier.
4 yards on that carry. A 3rd down and 8. Guess we'll find out if this offense is built for long distance situations. 3rd and 8. Probably 4 down territory for the Thunder on the road. Why not?
Gonna pass.
Looking to pass. Eludes a tackler. Trying to find that 1st down marker, and it's going to be really, really close. The Vikings had a possibility of a tackle for loss, and they're going to move them to the 38-yard line. That's going to be about a yard short. Needed 8 and got 7.
On the road as the 8 seed, you going for it?
Got to go for it.
Oh, this is a no-doubter right here. Yeah, I imagine this offense, I mean, they averaging 5.1 yards per carry. A 4th and 1. This MHB defense has made some stops this year for sure. 4th and 1. Here's the snap. Lead formation up the middle. And that's going to be enough for a Thunder 1st down. Ball came out late. They're going to say he was down. And our first down of the game goes to the Seymour Thunder.
Going to see a lot of running, a lot of power. Going to eat the clock up. That's all they plan to do. 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, this team only scores just under 16 points per game, but just giving up 21 points per contest. I think a lot of that is just ball control here. You get first downs, and you eat up quarters pretty fast. First down and 10, Seymour at the 35-yard line. Left side run this time, and getting up around that 31-yard line. So
they have 3 lead blockers going up in there. It's a lot of people to try to get off of to get the tackle.
Yeah, there's your 5-yard clip almost. I'll give him 4, second down and 6. Second down and 6 at the 31-yard line. Run right side. And good job that time by Xavier Salzman, who looked like he was going to be contained and able to make a cut and getting inside the 27-yard line.
This is playing right into Seymour's game plan. Get 3-4 yards, a rush. I don't see them passing, keeping our offense off the field. So this is playing right into them.
Yeah, their defense got to stop to start the game.
Yep.
They have to be pretty happy here so far. 3rd down and 2. Salzman, the lead tailback here again, and he's going to have a first down and more. Far side, 10-yard line, and the Thunder inside the 9-yard line doing work on the ground.
That's just it. You get everybody sneaking up in there, then all of a sudden you can pop one and get a big gain.
Yeah, you got 4 guys blocking for you, and obviously the backs are skilled enough to make some plays on their own as well. Going to mark them out right around the 8-yard line. First and goal from the 8. Salzman again up the middle this time, picking his way through, and he is bottled up around the 5-yard line. So I don't know if you get closer to the goal line, guys, if it's a little easier for the Mount Horeb-Barneveld defense, because obviously you've got less room behind you, but still awfully difficult with all that traffic in front of you.
For sure.
Yeah, a lot less space for our defense, but when you have 3-4 lead blockers, you never know what can pop through here. Let's see if they can hold.
Play number 9 on this drive. They converted a 4th down. Second and goal around the 5. Salzman again, right side. Pushing his way up through, and that's going to be a Thunder touchdown. Our first points of the night. The 8 seed comes in, gets a stop on defense, and takes it 47 yards for the Thunder score.
Nice drive by the Thunder. Yep. Just exactly what I'm sure what they wanted to do.
Yeah, look at all the yards after a lot of contact, just sneaks through there.
They were getting a good push there.
Yes, they were. Offensive line is obviously built to run. Score currently 6-0. Two-point conversion try. They're going to look to throw the first time of the game. Here's Salzman. He'll flip it, and it's going to be incomplete. Our score remains Seymour 6, MHB nothing here. The matchup of a 1 and 8 seed. 6:03 left here in this opening quarter, keeping things right here.
I'm sure the coach's message right now is relax. It's early in the game. Just calm down. We're the 1, they're the 8.
Broadcast tonight brought to you in part by First Weber, Mark Nortman Associates. When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld football, and that's where you'll find Mark Nortman and Associates. Call 608-575-3393 or visit Mark at marknortman.firstweber.com. And by Kittleson Landscape Incorporated, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game. Brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. 6-0 Seymour on a 9-play, 47-yard drive. It's going to be a kick right side and covered up by the MHB kick return team. Well, this is not unfamiliar territory to this MHB football team this year. They've undefeated, obviously. Many games this year, they trailed at some point. Sometimes they trailed at halftime. Sometimes they trailed late. Eked out a close one with Stoughton. So this team knows how to win in a variety of ways, and I think that's only going to help them. These playoffs, these are teams you've never seen before, likely, and you just never know what to expect, but this team been here before. Handoff T.O. left side. He's going to work his way up for a yard or so, and that's about it for T.O.
Still a high snap again. Got to get the snaps where you can handle it quickly.
Yep, from the quarterback perspective, if you have to jump even just a little bit, taking the eyes off the defense, that throws off a lot of timing in the run game and also pass. So hopefully we can get these snaps a little lower. We'll be good to go.
Yeah, and Casey does such a nice job with that that mesh, that handoff or keeper. Here's a screen coming up. Helgeson's going to throw, and he had pressure in his face. That had some green grass in front of it, but the pressure by Seymour gets to Casey and couldn't connect with LJ down the field. That was a play last week we saw pretty effective. The screen for MHB. Third down and long upcoming here. Vikings looking for their first down. Three receivers to Helgeson's right, one to his left. Owens in the backfield. Helgeson back to throw. He's going to throw near side. Has Chris Keel up top for the reception at the 42-yard line. Move the sticks. Number 4 with the first down.
Chris goes up and gets it. He's got such strong hands. He snags it out of the air.
Yep. Good old 10-yard out there. Casey put it on the sideline. Chris Keel made the play. Great catch.
Seymour blitzing as well. MHB picks it up, and a great connection, number 8 to number 4. A 1st and 10 Vikings splitting the receivers left and right. Helgeson going to look to throw right side. Chris Keel comes back for it, catches it inside the 15-yard line. He had a TD, he had to slow down for it, but what a throw, what a catch. The Vikings are in business.
Just a simple go route, it looked like.
Simple go route. Take your best matchup, best receiver. Let him go make a play.
50 yards on that connection from Helgeson to Keel. First down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Helgeson fake the handoff. Right side, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
And that's where you were talking about. He does a good job with his ball handling, his mesh. Everybody was going with Owens. He goes to the right side.
Yep, your simple read zone there, reading the end man on the line of scrimmage. He chases Owens, make one guy miss, touchdown.
5 plays, 72 yards, a 12-yard touchdown run by Casey Helgeson. And MHB responds. Looking for the 2-point conversion here. Mr. 2 points behind Helgeson. They're going to hand off to T.O. Left side. 8-6 Vikings.
Under center.
I did just see that.
Don't see that very often.
The
Times are
20th
changing.
2-point conversion on the year for number 2. How appropriate. Look at this throw. Single coverage on Chris Keel. Good luck with that. What a connection there, Chris Keel. And there we go. I mean, that's gotta melt your heart, Max. A play like that.
Yep.
We saw this guy do that quite a few times.
Once.
Casey's looking good, maybe better. Probably better.
You know what? The best thing is we don't have to compare.
Nope.
Love to have you, Max. Great to see you. Yeah. You've been such a fixture here in this Mount Horeb community. You've been a winner. And it's fun. It's crazy. It's been 9 years since this MHB team last was a 1 seed in 2014. You were engineering offenses back then, so great to have you. And our special guest at halftime, too, was on that team. So upcoming interview with another member of that 2014 number 1 seed. So
there we go.
Make sure you stay tuned for that. 4:39 to go here in this first quarter. It's been a really fun first quarter, 8-6 MHB, and that's what they've done. They've been able to respond quite a bit this year. Here's the kick. It's a nice one. Driving back to the 5-yard line, middle now, 15-20. Near side, 25, and wrestled down at the 24-yard line. Jack Wilson and company, the sophomore, knifing in there for a nice kick return tackle.
Good job by Jack. Sprinting down there, getting his hands on the guy. Good job by senior leadership. You know, you get down 6-0 in an 8-1 seeded game. You just calm down. You go 72 yards in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, that 3rd and 10, that's big. That could have been an easy punt there. Get that first down, and then they started to roll.
Yeah, if Seymour stays in that single coverage, it might be a long night for them.
Yep.
First down and 10 from their own 22-yard line. The Thunder. Salzman again, right side, and that time not much doing. The Land Sharks making an appearance.
Which they might have the best nickname other than the Vikings, the Thunder.
The Thunder. It's
Here
unique.
come the Thunder.
Yeah.
We're going to bring the Thunder.
I learned some Seymour trivia recently, thanks to Sean Johnson and Kelly Richardson, who drove through Seymour a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
They're famous for something, so I'll let that simmer. Let that simmer. They're the home of something. So, 2nd down and 12, back at the 20-yard line. Salzman getting back up around the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Max, any adjustments that you've seen from the first series to this series?
Yeah, I really think they were shell-shocked that Seymour came in and rushed the ball that well. So I think they just woke up a little bit. When you get them behind the sticks on first down, you put them in a tough situation, this running attack. So when they're behind the sticks, it's hard to get going. So I think the boys woke up a little bit, and let's see what they do here.
3rd down and 8. Seymour did convert a 3rd and 8. Actually, it was a 4th and 1. So 3rd and 8. Counter, ball to ground, and picked up by Seymour. You're right. They were going for the double handoff. And Jack Wilson and company in there. The sophomore has been filling in nicely for the injured Zach McGuire, who it's great to see him back in pads. He's doing some kicking, but Jack Wilson's been doing some good things. Ball back near the 14-yard line, losing 9.
Oh, boy.
Ball's loose, and that might be a safety. Yes, it is. A bad snap. And the Vikings get 2 free points. I've not seen a safety in a long time in high school.
No.
It's been a while.
I feel bad for that center. Tomorrow, everyone take a football and go outside and try to snap it between your legs 15 yards.
Yep.
That's hard to do.
Low snap.
I know you could do that, though, right now.
There it is. Look at this. Just went kind of between his legs there. OP. Johnny on the spot. And, boy, these safeties are really tide turners, right? Because you get the points and the ball. Man, that's tough. You're going to give MHB likely good starting field position. And we just saw what they could do, and Max said it in less than 2 minutes, a 5-play, 72-yard drive. Yeah, Seymour does not want to be playing with this fire.
No.
10-8. If you had that on your football sheet tonight, you are a winner. 10-8. Quarter's not over yet. They will be kicking from the 20-yard line. Here's the boot. Decent kick. And picked up now by OP near side. The 45 midfield. And good starting field position for the Vikings inside the Thunder 48-yard line.
Owen's got a really quick three steps.
Oh, he's fast.
Oh, man.
He is fast. They've been doing getting him involved in the passing game a lot more the last half of this season. Of course, last year he kind of shared some touches in the backfield, but they've really got a good job of putting the ball in his hands from a receiving perspective. He is split out left. First down and 10 at the...
Safety's cheating to Chris Keel here.
Here's a handoff. Trenton Owens up the middle, taking tacklers with him to the 40-yard line.
And here's what those passes do. All of a sudden, it widens everybody out a little bit on defense. Now you're able to run the ball with effectiveness.
I have been corrected on my score. It's 10-6, not 10-8. Hey, glad people are out there listening. Appreciate it. Ooh, another high snap. Second down and 2. Here's Owens picking his way up through, taking tacklers,
That's
mowing
right.
people down up around the 30-yard line. There he is. 10 yards on that.
21 from Seymour took a hit that I could feel all the way up here. You're going to have a bit of a headache after that one.
Yeah, Max mentioned this too. You know, these high snaps, it throws off some timing, but so far able to adjust.
You know, each team gets the play into the huddle a little different. Mount Horeb does it where the quarterback comes off to the side, talks to the coach. Seymour runs in players every other play.
After Ben Spitzbarth went down with injury, it has been Joey Demetz who's been the center. Owens again near side 30, spinning 20. Owens near side, spinning again inside the 11, taking tacklers to the 10-yard line. First and goal, Vikings.
Yikes.
Put that on replay. Putting Seymour in the spin cycle.
Yards after contact, almost the whole run.
Let's just appreciate this.
Yeah, if you can run the ball like this, that's pretty detrimental to the defense. Keep pounding the rock like this, they might be a little shy tackling Owens from now on.
21 yards on that, first and goal from the 9. Here's the pitch to OP, trying to find a seam left side. He cuts. The 5, OP, touchdown Vikings.
That's a passing touchdown as well. It
Is it really?
Yeah, he popped it up, so that's an easy one.
Max is loving the easy completion there.
You know, that's the best play for a quarterback.
3 scores in a row, 2 touchdowns and a safety for MHB. Watch this move. Yep. Nice block downfield. LJ getting the credit with the pancake.
Under center. Here we go.
Mr. 2-point conversion in the backfield. Helgeson hands off to Owens. He's met, and it's going to be a pitch back to Helgeson. What was going on there? The stiff arm for the 2-point score, I believe, or was T.O. Oh, it's going to be holding on. What a play. I don't think that was designed.
No.
I mean,
A little risky.
But
so
on a 2-point conversion,
So holding on MHB, move him back. I don't know if we got a clean look at that. That was pretty special, actually.
Casey took that stiff arm and put it right into that
That
kid.
was, even though it didn't count, that's going on the highlight reel right there.
Oh, yeah. Coaches, the college coaches will like that one.
Well, currently standing at 16-6. And they're just going to bring out the regular offense. Why not? They can get this, but near the 18-yard line. Here's Helgeson. Back to pass. He's going to throw. End zone. Caught! Holy cow.
Nice catch.
Landon Elstead with the 2-point score from about 18 yards out.
A little crossing route down here between Chris. Yep. And it looked like the safety over the top.
Live here. Welcome back to Vikings Stadium. And Jack was saying after the last MHB score, will Seymour go to more traditional offense? Will they change things up? They have done that.
They have. And they have their quarterback in right now, number 9.
Yeah, Caden Staffeld. And ball marked up around the 34-yard line. 3rd down and 5, we'll call it. Staffeld rolling to his right. He's going to throw. He was hit and nicely defended by Brooks Pernot. He's had himself a nice year. 72 tackles, 6 tackles for loss for Brooks Pernot.
Tackles.
Leading the team.
Spends a lot of time in the backfield.
Fourth down and 5. Pressure at that time on the quarterback. And Seymour looking like they might be punting here. Yes, they will. Here's the punt. Chris Keel back at the 20-yard line. Keel trying to make something happen. Eludes one tackler. Far side 25. Stiff arm. The 30. Keel dancing. And flags coming in. That's never good on a punt return. So the Vikings likely being pushed back. But nice little 3 and out here by the MHB defense.
It was. Good throw of the flag by that official, too. Must be a high school quarterback back in the day. Threw it a good 10 yards, threw it right at the ball.
Speaking of penalties, so I'm so thankful they've changed the holding call in high school. It used to be a spot foul no matter where it happened. So you'd have these ridiculous mark-offs. Finally, they've said if it happens behind the line of scrimmage, it's just going to go from the line of scrimmage. If it happens ahead of, then it's a spot foul. Appreciate that. We don't need high school officials trying to figure out, okay, the play was here, the flag was here. So I've appreciated that. Not that anybody really cares, but.
I appreciate officials. I think they just do a wonderful job.
Oh, absolutely. 1st down and 10, so they'll set up shop around their own 27-yard line. 4 receivers to work, actually 5 receivers to work with. Here's the catch to Keel. Keel trying to avoid one tackler, does, spins, 1st down, Keel, the 39-yard line.
1, 2, 3, 4 guys to bring him down.
I really like how physical we are.
Wow.
A lot of yards after catch.
For sure.
Yards after contact. That wears on the defense.
Yeah, you expect it out of a guy like Trenton Owens, but the physicality out of the receiving core as well. Look at this.
Empty backfield.
They've not done this much at all this year. This also warms up Max's heart. Helgeson going deep, has a receiver. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Owen Ashelman!
Yeah, they go empty. They know they're in man coverage. Take your best matchup. I mean, that's easy pickings.
And the line did a good job of keeping the defense away from Casey, giving him a chance to throw a long pass.
Look at the time, look at the throw. Owen Ashelman right in stride. Touchdown number 1 on the year for number 1. 3 scores, touchdowns in a row, and a safety. Under center, fake the handoff. Helgeson rolling to his right. He's going to pitch forward, and I think that was Jack Wilson. Far side, the 2-point conversion is good.
So you haven't seen an empty backfield much this year?
No.
Well, what they could be trying to do, too, is put stuff on film to make other teams have to prepare for that.
No, it's been a lot of times they'll have Gavin Rick as a halfback, and they've got T.O. in the backfield. I personally have not seen much of the empty backfield at all. Keeping things right here, MHB in control in this first half. Broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Mount Horeb Utilities. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. Visit MountHorebUtilities.com for more information. And by the Norsk National Golf Club, located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. To book a tee time, visit us online at norsknationalgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. They're national because I think there's people internationally who come in and play.
Oh
yeah, I know a lot of them.
I just made that up, but
it's all right. Nobody's going to fact check.
What a great asset to this community, though, the Norse Golf Club. We know they have our game on out there as well. Appreciate all the viewers out there. It's been a fun year, and hopefully this ride continues into November. McGuire's kick picked up at the 10-yard line. Middle field now 20-25. And that
Nice one.
defense gets in there and says, not today.
4 guys converge on him. Good coverage. What an asset that could be, too. Get a good kicker and then get good coverage.
Yep, bury them back.
Two plays, 73 yards on the last scoring drive for the Vikings. The one before, 3 plays. Their first scoring drive, 5 plays. Talk about dynamic.
Quick strikes.
Second quarter here, 10-11. 26-6 is our score. 26 unanswered points for the Vikings, and this defense looks like they might be dialed in.
Talk about physical.
Yep.
When you stop a guy in his tracks and then drive him back and put him on the back of his numbers.
Yep, I like how we're swarm tackling too.
Real good.
We basically have 11 guys in the box, so 11 versus 11. Who's tougher?
So they're going to say a modest gain on first down of 1. Here's a run left side, and not much doing there. A whole lot of black shirts converging on that tackle.
I think people don't realize when you talk about strength how much time the football players put in, lifting weights, being in the weight room all summer long. I also see them lift 2 to 3 times a week during school.
Yep.
And obviously it shows. We're extremely physical.
3rd down and 6 up around the 27-yard line. We're working on our scoreboard issues there. It's going to be a pass near side. Their first completed pass, I believe, of the night. Going to be stopped short of the sticks, though. Great job by this Vikings defense. Tell you what, Jack Wilson has been in a lot of tackles here tonight. Owen Ashman as well. Going to be about a yard short, so a full yard. If you're the Philadelphia Eagles, this is the tush push. Did they have the tush push back in your playing days, Max?
I don't think it was legal.
No.
I love it. The tush.
It wasn't illegal. I mean, I think it just
Yeah,
they just
actually in
switched
high
that.
school, I think it actually is still illegal, but check that rule up. Another punt here for Seymour. Going to give it back to the Vikings. Keel lets it bounce in front of him. It's going to be picked up at the 32-yard line. So another 3 and out for the MHB Vikings. That's 3 in a row for MHB. Keeping things right here. Broadcast tonight brought to you by us here at Wisco Radio. All of our employees, want to thank you for listening and watching all season long. Don't miss a moment of the action right here on Wisco Radio. Subscribe to Wisco Radio on YouTube and stay up to date on athletics here from Mount Horeb and around the state. First down and 10. Quarterback keeper Helgeson's on the run up around the 40-yard line. Lands kind of awkward.
Looked to be a little mix-up in the backfield, but he's the second leading ground gainer on the team. He definitely knows how to run.
He sure does. Casey coming in with 86 rushes and 608 yards. That's a 7-yard per clip. Ball marked right at the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 2, we'll call it. A strong 2. Yeah, here's the more typical offensive formation, Jack.
Yeah.
Ball near side. That's going to be Elstead. Makes a man miss. The 45, middle 50. Elstead up around the 41-yard line of Seymour and MHB in Thunder territory.
You know, you can see the in-game coaching as it happens. We have our offense out there, and a lot of guys don't play offense but play defense. They were all sitting talking to the coaches about adjustments. That's so important during a game.
My favorite feature of the Viking Stadium is the clock that you can't see from the press box. If there's any donors out there who want to donate to maybe getting a new scoreboard that's across the field from us, that'd be great. 7 minutes rolling here, 26-6. We were working on our scorebug as we speak. Trenton Owens, the carry right side. He's drugged down from behind.
He wants a face mask. Looked like the guy caught the corner of his face mask.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was the pads or the face mask, but.
Well, Trent said face mask. The official said shoulder pad.
MHB goes down 6-0 with 6:03 left in that first quarter. A 26-0 run.
That's good. That's a pretty good run.
2 yards on that carry for T.O. Number 2. 2nd down and 8. Helgeson, there's a nice snap. Going to throw left side. Why not? As LJ was trying to make a move. A lot of cushion there from the DB. Now they're getting a little scared, aren't they, Max?
There are too many explosives already. It's the first half. They'll be a little bit off.
Yep.
But I see that safety is still cheating over to Chris Keel's side. So basically you got one-on-one matchups on the other side. So it's as long as Casey sees that, I'll take those shots or just run the ball like we were doing really well. See 21 is cheating to the right.
3rd down and 3, probably 4 down territory. OP in motion. It's going to be handoff. Trenton Owens is going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A nice play that time by the starting running back and linebacker Mason Bunnell, a 5'8", 165 junior. And basically no gain. This is definitely 4 down territory.
See what kind of pressure they can get.
Yep.
And that'll be the key to this. If they stay away from Casey, he has time to throw.
4th and 3. He'll throw left side. There's a 1st down. LJ making a man miss near side 30 and inside the 20-yard line.
4th and 3, and they gave him about a 15-yard cushion on that away from LJ.
Yeah, that's an easy 1st down, huh, Max?
That was.
Easy hitch route. As long as you get the right timing with your guy, easy completion.
Yeah, they are taking what the defense gives them for sure, whether big plays or 1st downs. Helgeson's going to throw left side looking for Elstead and just a little bit out of connection and ran out of real estate there, but they were going for the end zone.
What's the toughest pass to throw in football?
Toughest pass. I would say the cross the field post route.
Okay.
Where you got to lead them basically 20 yards to the left or to the right of you, depending on what way you're throwing. A lot of times with the receiver, are they going to go high? Are they going to go cross? You know, it's a timing thing. But I'd say the cross post route. But surprisingly, the bubble, that's been in my head for 8 years. Everyone runs a different bubble, and it's the easiest throw.
Oh, bobble snap, and Vikings lucky to secure that one. Boy, that was in between T.O. and Casey. And they're going to be all the way back to the 25-yard line, losing 5. Lucky that was I guess that was 2nd down.
Yep.
Get my
3rd and 15.
Yep. 4 down territory.
4.5 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, this first half is flying by.
Which we kind of thought it would with the way Seymour plays.
Yeah. 26-6.
Goal here is to get at least half.
They go empty. Helgeson throws middle and tip drill. Doesn't happen there, but looking for Chris Keel. He might have had some room to run, but
ball got up on him in a hurry, and he didn't quite have his hands.
Yeah, I like
up.
that play call, though. Bring Chris across the middle like that.
Yeah, a little shallow route. 4th and 15, try to get that to 3rd and 7 or so. Get manageable situation, but 4th and 15, we still got the offense to get this.
This drive started at their own 33-yard line. Looking to convert a big time 4th down here. 4th and 15, expect a blitz. Seymour rushes 4. Casey's going to throw end zone and just can't connect there. I wasn't sure what was quite happening on that play, but MHB offense stalls out.
Chris Keel.
I think so. 10 plays in, and MHB will turn the ball over. It's been a while since they've done that, since their last 3 and out to start the game. 3:56 to go here, opening half. Seymour does get the ball to start the second half.
Ball spotted at the Seymour 25, 1st and 10, Thunder.
So MHB has been stopped twice. A 3 and out, and now a 10-play drive, but they lead 26-6. Dropping 26 unanswered on the Thunder, coming from the Bay Conference. A 3-6 team who made the playoffs. And here's the handoff. Left side. So I think they've gone away officially maybe from their 2 running back system. It's like a dual wildcat almost. It's just the strangest thing. But
3 on the play, 2nd and 7.
A more traditional shotgun.
you still have those 2 wing backs and kind of running hit behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by Ryan Scogan, setting the edge and getting the tackle. Yeah, they're actually running, looks like more wing T concepts now with the quarterback. A lot of times in a traditional wing T, you'll see the quarterback under center, but they lose about 4. 3rd down and 11. Back around the 24-yard line.
Throw.
Here's a pass. Attempt right side sideline, and that's heading for the Gatorade buckets. Not eligible.
3 guys sitting on the med table.
Well, that's what MHB needs to do, though, right, is make this team throw, especially these long 3rd down situations. They're just not comfortable throwing the ball.
I would have thought almost run the ball there for the only reason to keep the clock running.
Keep the clock running, yeah. Well, 2:42 here to go this first half. You know MHB is licking their chops to get back on offense after stalling out after a 10-play drive.
They've been pretty close to blocking this punt the past 2, so let's see if they bring the house again.
I'm sure there's going to be heavy pressure. Town Stoner near side. Up the middle. They got it!
Max Myler on
Tony Romo up in our booth.
I saw that one coming. They were very close the past couple times.
Tony Romo, obviously famous for calling the plays that happen, and Max Myler dropping some knowledge on us. He saw that coming, he says. See if we can get a replay of that. Maybe that functionality is not operational right now. 1st and goal, or is it 1st and 10 at the 11?
1st and 10 at the 11.
They go bunch formation. Casey back to pass. Going to
Crosser.
throw. Crossing route. LJ. 1 play. 1 touchdown Vikings.
That's all special teams right there.
Yeah, absolutely. 2:29. They blocked the punt. 1 play score. Casey to LJ. Touchdown number 8 on the year for number 12. Two-point try again. Here's a fake to handoff. Helgeson's going to throw left side.
Great
Another
catch.
2-point score. And I think that was Jack Wilson again. Number 21, the sophomore, making his presence known.
Busy tonight. Real busy.
(34-6) is our new score. Broadcast tonight's keeping things right here, brought to you by the WIAA and the Department of Transportation. It's time to join the Buckle Up, Phone Down movement. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation challenges all Wisconsin drivers to put safety first by taking the 2 most important actions to prevent or survive a crash. Use your seatbelt on every trip and put down the phone when driving. Buckle up and phone down on every trip, every time. 2:29 to go until halftime, 34-6. And this MHB offense is humming.
Yeah, it's looking pretty easy for them, isn't it?
Just like you talked about before the game. Very big strike offense.
Yep.
Quick strike.
Yeah, this team averaging 42 points a game in the Badger. Some good teams, good defenses. Here's McGuire. Nice kick, sideline, going to be picked up at the 10-yard line. And fake the handoff up around the 15-20. And tackled up far side up around the 16-yard line. That was Carson Escalona.
Nice tackle.
Who's had a couple nice plays here tonight. And they're going to say down at the 20-yard line. Tell you what, this MHB defense, they want to get the ball back for their offense.
Yep.
Dude.
Because there is time. 2:21 left here, all 3 timeouts. They will use them too.
Yep.
And they should. First down and 10 at the 20-yard line. And back to their starting offensive formation, and a little scrum up around maybe the 25-yard line. So Seymour getting 5 yards on that, and clock runs 2:06. You think you get a stop here on second down, you do call a timeout, right?
Right.
Yes.
Thought they might have used one there,
so
but
too.
maybe just checking out what happens on second down. Clock running now. We've got our score bug back up and operational. Second down and 5. 2 running backs in the backfield. And this one's going to be down at the line of scrimmage. So, yep, here's your timeout.
Good pursuit. He had nowhere to go. It's up to the bench.
Timeout, Mount Horeb-Barneveld.
Keeping things right here. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Farmers Savings Bank. Whether it is for home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And by the MHB Gridiron Club, the best around. The MHB Gridiron Club is looking for MHB football alumni to join the newly created MHB Football Alumni Club. Past players, managers, and coaches are all invited to join. Scan the QR code on the screen to learn more information. We have MHB football alumni with us tonight.
Yeah.
Max Myler joining us. And tell you what, a lot of great memories from your playing days here. We'll get in here so we can all actually see each other here. There we are. I'll pop in here. There he is. Look at this. Green Bay Blizzard. This guy's getting paid to play quarterback.
Yep.
Love it. Love
Very
it.
grateful to be here.
Love to have you. Third down and 5. At the 25-yard line. Here's the snap and handoff up the middle, and gonna be, I think, enough for a first down. So Seymour definitely needed that.
They certainly did.
Stops the clock to move the sticks. MHB 1:24 to go here with 2 timeouts. And I think right now your defense, you're just trying to get a turnover because calling your timeouts really doesn't do you much in this situation. It was the right plan to call that on that 3rd down.
You want to keep them in front. Don't give up a cheap one here because they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Just keep
First down and 10 up to the 31-yard line, leading 34-6. For the Thunder, coming in 3-6 on the year. They won the last 2 games and found themselves in the playoffs, and they got a first-round gift coming about 2.5 hours south.
160-mile drive.
And MHB will take a timeout. You know what? You can't take them home with you. So
nope, not in the locker room either.
So 44 seconds left here.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the MHB offense. That first drive, maybe some jitters. Playoff game for these seniors. A little worried about something, but they came out firing. For Seymour, what do you stop? Do you stop their run? Do you stop their passing? I mean, it's tough. They're as balanced as you can be. So what do you pick? So I like how we responded.
Yeah, so a new feature here on our YouTube channel. If you're watching a game, you can go in to the chat and vote who you're cheering for. So
really?
You guys all get your devices out, and we have an 85% clip for the Vikings, which makes a whole lot of sense. So it's been amazing, guys, though, and Max, you've been part of this community. This football team, this athletic program just draws so many people watching and listening from really around the world. No different this year. Undefeated season in MHB, leading 34-6. Here's the run right side and moving the pile ahead up around the 37-yard line. That's going to be about it. MHB will take their last timeout with, I believe, are they out of timeouts?
They're
one
gonna,
left.
They're going to let it run. Going to let it go.
3rd down and 3.
3rd and 4.
Are they out of timeouts?
It shows they have 2.
3rd down and 4, up around the 37-yard line. Time ticking away. Last play of this first half, presumably. Going to be really close to a first down run. I think that's going to be it for this first half. 34-6 after trailing 6-0. MHB rattling off 34 points. Halftime upcoming. And the second half, MHB here on Wisco Radio.
This Wisco Radio broadcast is sponsored by Samuelson Eye Care. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care to schedule an exam today. Kittleson Landscape. Call today for your free landscaping estimate. Mount Horeb Utilities, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Mark Nortman and Associates, Mount Horeb's 5-star First Weber Realtor. Farmers Savings Bank, your Mount Horeb destination for home, farm, land, or business loans. Mount Horeb Chiropractic, state-of-the-art chiropractic services right here in Mount Horeb. And Norsk Golf Club, Mount Horeb's premier 9-hole golf course.
And back here at halftime, MHB leading 34-6. We are halftime, 15 minutes on this halftime clock. It's going to be extended at halftime. Give them 3-minute warm-up as well. Well, we've been kind of previewing this halftime interview for a couple days now, and really happy to bring that to you. A member of the 2014 number 1 seed as well. A member of the MHB alumni. Bryce Arneson is going to be joining us. We caught up with him a couple days earlier. Bryce, second year at Platteville High School. They also have a 1 seed playing here tonight. So kind of a neat connection. Bryce Arneson, MHB alumni, doing some good things down there in Platteville. So bringing you that interview with Bryce Arneson, MHB alumni, here at our half. The Vikings leading 34-6. All right, welcome back to our Wisco Radio halftime show. And special guest here joining us, 2016 graduate of Barneveld High School and alum of Mount Horeb-Barneveld football, Bryce Arneson. How are you, Coach?
Good. It's always exciting to talk MHB football. So, yeah, excited to talk that, excited to talk a little Hillman football. And, it's an exciting time here in Wisconsin.
Awesome. Second-year head coach at Platteville, Coach Arneson. We'll get into a little bit of that, but an interesting little nugget here. You were a member of the last number 1 seed in MHB football, and that was in 2014. So it's been a while, but it's going to be fun to talk about some similarities maybe between the teams here. And you're a head coach. Your team is a number 1 seed in Division 4 as well.
Yeah. It's something pretty exciting. I always talk to my players about, when I was in high school and, the success that we had, right? We were a very successful program when I played for MHB, right? I think we won 1, maybe 2 conference titles. We went to level 4 my freshman year. Obviously, I didn't play, but I was a part of that team. We went to level 3, I think, every other year after that. So been a part of a very successful program over there at MHB, and it's just exciting that, now I could bring this Platteville program to a 1 seed, and, now I can relive the memories that I did for MHB.
Well, first of all, I think it'd be interesting to hear from your perspective on this opportunity that Barneveld and Mount Horeb has to play football, and just talk about your experiences in this co-op program.
I loved it. I think that it's probably one of the better co-ops in Wisconsin, right? I think it's very smart for Mount Horeb. They get some very good talent out of Barneveld. I think my senior year, I think we only had 8 guys traveling from Barneveld to play football with Mount Horeb. I think 6 of us were starters, right? And with our enrollment, we're not bumping them up a division, right? So I think that helps Mount Horeb with those things, but some of my best memories of high school and sports in high school were from football. Just the relationships that I made, I'll always have my Barneveld guys, right? But the relationships that I had with my senior year with like Matt Bloom and Trey Reckner, Max Myler, Tarek Nessheim, things like that, that whenever I see him out in public or, sending messages or things like that, that I always have in contact with them. They always say that high school football and football in general, right, that you make the best memories, but, some of the best memories I did have were with those Mount Horeb guys. And it's something I'll never forget, right? Especially like the coaches we had, Coach Kleppe, Coach Rohr. They really had a special place in my heart, and those are some of the things that I do as a head coach now, are some of the things that I learned from Coach Rohr and Coach Kleppe. So MHB really had a soft place in my heart, especially my mom. She really, really loved MHB football. My whole family loved MHB football, and I'm just so glad that I can say that I was played for MHB and that I can rep them wherever I am.
Well, you graduated in 2016 and went on to play college football at Platteville. How was that experience?
So going for my senior year, right, I didn't have any looks. I didn't play a ton. Like, I split reps with a couple of guys. My junior year, towards the end of the junior year, I started. And then senior year, right, I think I had a really good year. I think I was like a second team all-conference guy. And I finally had some like WIAA schools. I think I had every WIAA school come and talk to me after the season. But I didn't know if I wanted to play, and my mom was sick at the time, dealing with some kidney issues. And I went in, took a tour to Platteville, talking with Matt Janis, who's the head coach at UWL now. And, he made me love it. He made it where football isn't just football, and that's what I learned in Platteville, right? Like, it's a community. It's a bunch of guys who want to be there. It's a bunch of guys who love that sport. It's like a huge family, and I don't think You might get those things at a D1 level, right? I wasn't even looked at by a D1 school or a D2 school. I was more of like a WIAC, Minnesota conference type kid. But those 4 years of college football were some of the best years of my lives. I really urge that any high schooler that has the chance to go play any college sport, it doesn't have to be football, but anything in general, I would really stress to do it, because it's, I mean, I have 3 or 4 of the guys, actually 6 guys that I played football with were in my wedding. Both of the guys that were my best men were 2 of my roommates in college that I played college football with, so had some amazing memories. I actually was cool that I actually played with a couple guys that I played with at MHB with Jackson Rose my sophomore year, and then my junior and senior year, I had Travis Classy playing for us, and my senior year, I was a starting nose guard. He was a starting safety. So a lot of memories. Really would encourage anybody, if they want to think about playing college, I would definitely do it.
Well, so you were part of winning cultures in both high school and at Platteville. Now you're running your own program as a head coach. What did you learn from some of the coaches and mentors that you had along the way on running and building a winning culture?
I think some of the bigger things that I learned, or I guess some of the people that I really learned from, was Jimmy Myers. Everybody knows him from around this area, right? Legendary basketball coach. I learned a ton from him, and especially Coach Rohr. And I think the biggest thing that I learned from those guys is being or making great relationships with your kids, right? Taking that extra effort to show that you want to be there, show that you care for them. I just think back to when I was playing football, right? Like Coach Myers would be at almost all of the football games, right? When I was playing basketball, Coach Rohr would try to make his effort to be at 4 or 5 of our home games, and those are the things that showed us that those guys cared, and I think to high schoolers, and especially now, right? Like kids are going to work hard for you if you show them that you care, if you show them that you want to take the extra effort. And those are the things that I've done. I've done some of the other things like all the thank yous and all the respect stuff and things like that. Right. But, the careness, I think, is something that changed for us. And then obviously, right, the talent level, getting in the weight room, those things that I learned from Coach Kleppe, being great in the weight room has really helped us a lot too. So.
Well, you have your Platteville team, Bryce Arneson joining us here, former MHB Viking, now second-year head coach at Platteville. You have your team as a 1 seed, and that has to feel pretty good. Talk about this year's Platteville team and any similarities to the time when you were in high school and on a high-achieving and top-seeded team.
Yeah, I think back to high school, right? I think back to junior year where we were very, very successful. I think we beat some of the bigger teams in conference, right? And we went into playoffs high. I think we beat our two teams pretty handily. And then I think we lost level 3 against Reedsburg, and just thinking about that junior year and seeing those seniors that weren't able to continue that success, that kind of hurt, right? And I think that drove all of us, our senior class, to want to succeed, and I think back to that year, my senior year, right? We had a lot of talent. We had Matt Bloom running the ball. We had a top 5 QB in the state with Max throwing the ball. I think we had some very good receivers. We had Trey Laube out of Barneveld. We had Jackson. We had Tarek Nessheim. We had Trey, those things, right? And we just had the athletes, right? And I think that equates to our guys this year for our Hillman. I think last year we only had 3 seniors, which is a huge change from what we had in Mount Horeb, right? But we only had 3 seniors, and those three seniors fought all year, right? And to see us lose against Lodi 42-0 was tough. And our senior class this year didn't want that to happen again, and we started the year off losing to Darlington, who's a very good program, a 1 seed as well. And our senior class, and especially 2 upperclassmen, came up to me and said they want to they want to quit this. They don't want us to continue to lose, right? And they took the initiative, right? They took the coaching. They essentially became leaders, right? And I think that's what the kids did in Mount Horeb when I was going through, and they became leaders, and now we've won 8 straight. We went through the 3-game gauntlet of beating Broadhead, Judah, Prairie, and Lancaster, and those different types of things helped us to become this 8-1 for number 1 seed. And it's just it's an exciting time here in Platteville, right? Mount Horeb's a 1 seed too, and they're looking to make a deep run in the playoffs. I'm hoping that we can do that as well.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it here. Awesome talking to you, Bryce. It's fun to talk about Viking alumni, but now you're so successful to a Platteville. And best of luck to you. A 1 seed in Division 4, and hopefully the Vikings and Hillman at Camp Randall in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and I just want to thank you. When you guys reached out last week, it brought back a lot of memories, right? I think back to walking onto the field with Coach Kleppe and all of our guys, and going out there and battling. It just brings back so much joy, and I'm so super excited. I would be lying if I didn't tune into MHB football as much as I can. We got some good alum from Barneveld who are playing, and just good kids in general, right? So hoping for some very good success out of Mount Horeb. I think that they have a great shot to get to state. I think they have a very good team. And then I'm hoping, like you said, hopefully Hillman are playing at the end of Thursday, and then Mount Horeb starting the day on Friday. So very excited, and go Hillman.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach Arneson, Bryce Arneson, Vikings alumni, coaching his Platteville Hillman this week as well, a 1 seed in the Division 4 playoff. Stay tuned for the second half action as Mount Horeb-Barneveld continues to take on Seymour right here on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit 3399.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
The Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club is an organization focused on assisting in the development of youth football players and raising funds for the Mount Horeb-Barneveld football program. The mission of the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club is to work cooperatively with the Mount Horeb and Barneveld school districts to support the efforts of the Mount Horeb-Barneveld High School Football Program and the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Youth Football Program. To learn more about the Mount Horeb-Barneveld Gridiron Club or to find out ways to support the program, head to mhb-football.com. That's mhb-football.com.
And welcome back to Viking Stadium. The MHB Vikings, the 1 seed, all over the 8 seed Seymour Thunder, 34-6 as we open our second half. Gentlemen, quite the display from this MHB offense. We were talking off air. I mean, you talk about efficient and dynamic. Scoring drives of 5 plays, 4 plays, 2 plays, and 1 play. And here are some scoring highlights from that first half. Getting things started with a nice connection with Chris Keel, and the quarterback keeper here got the Vikings on the board. They would take the lead and roll off 34 straight points. 12-yard rush there from Casey Helgeson. There's a pass to OP, making things happen. Max Myler is up here smiling. That's a little effort reception there, but that goes on your stats, brother.
That's the stats, yep.
And look at this. Owen Ashelman down the seam. His first TD of the year. Got to feel good for him. He's been out on that field a ton and finally getting something to show for it. Chris Keel, LJ, Owen Primusberger. It's nice for a kid like Owen Ashelman, who's been putting the work in as well, to get a touchdown his way. 3 touchdown passes for Casey Helgeson in that first half to Owen Primusberger, Owen Ashelman, and LJ. And a 12-yard rushing touchdown for Casey Helgeson, a 2-point safety as well, and they have rolled off 34 straight points after trailing 6-0 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Flexing their muscles, so to speak.
I would say so. This undefeated number 1 seed is looking the part here tonight. Seymour out of the Bay Conference playing the Vikings from the Badger Small, and that ball goes out of bounds. So their strategy really all year long has been working the sidelines on their kickoffs, and you're going to have that in high school. It's going to go out of bounds every now and then if that's your strategy. So assuming Seymour takes it, it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Well, you're down 28. Stick with your ground and pound, stick with your ball control, go away from it and throw.
Seymour in that first half, they scored on a 9-play, 47-yard drive, went up 6-0, then they went 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, and 6 and out to end the first half. They will get the ball to start this second half. Back to that dual running back / Wildcat situation. Run up the middle. And just kind of a ugly way of doing offense, but that's the way that they've been doing it. Winning their last 2 games in the regular season, somehow making themselves eligible for the playoffs at 3-6. They're 3-4 in conference play, but you'll see that from time to time. But they dropped some 30-plus games the last 2 games of the regular season.
36 and 34. And the defense pitched shutouts to those games.
Finding themselves up against a juggernaut here. 2nd down and 6 for the Thunder. Handoff this time. Actually snap and run left side. That's Bunnell, I believe, or Polk.
This is where Seymour thrives. They got 3rd and 3. That's right up their alley to run the ball, pitch it downhill, but this is where they want to be.
Yeah, let's see if they can replicate that first scoring drive here in this second half. Need to convert a 3rd down and 3, like Max said. This is right in their wheelhouse as far as yards per carry. 3rd down and 3. Here's a snap, run up the middle, and a 1st down, but he is smoked by Jack Wilson and company. I tell you what, he paid for that 1st down. Going to feel that one. Liking the way that Jack Wilson has really been playing. He's talking to some schools as well, and Jack just a sophomore, but you hate to lose your junior linebacker, Zach McGuire, who will hopefully be back here in the playoffs if they make a deep run. But the sophomore linebacker has really done a nice job also in there for the Vikings. And actually grab that.
You go up there, and the linemen have no splits.
Yeah.
They're shoe to shoe. There is no room. They lead 2 backs up in there, and they just try to get a push.
Nothing doing that time. A first down and 10 play goes nowhere, and there he is. The sophomore, once again, number 21, Jack Wilson, putting a thump on the running back, a gain of 1. Austin
Leifried's in there.
Yep.
There we go.
Played a lot of defense this year, and that's a big man to be moving on that defensive line. Second down and 9 at midfield. Beautiful night for football here in Mount Horeb. Here's the run right side again. Just not much going as well. Brooks Pernot, the leading tackler for this Vikings team, coming in with just over 70 tackles, leading the team.
He has a real nose for the ball, and he flies it to it.
I saw somewhere online, Amanda Primusberger, she claims that Brooks has a 41-inch vertical. There's a picture to prove it. I mean, there's no tape measure, but he blocked extra point last week, and he was up there. But third down and 7. Quarterback running for his life. It's intercepted far side. Brooks Pernot undercuts it, and MHB turns him over.
Austin Leifried with some major heat.
He was moving for 6'7", wasn't he?
He was. Good to see.
Yep.
See that on the basketball court a couple months.
Here it is, the first INT for Brooks here. Good job by Austin Leifried, and really making this passing game uncomfortable. And the Viking defense, I tell you what, they have shown up here tonight.
Yep, Seymour was third and long there. They had to pass, not in their comfortable zone, and that's not their strong suit. And that's where you see an interception.
Vikings will take over at the Seymour 49-yard line.
Like a shot here.
Casey back to pass. He's looking downfield. Surveys. Now he's going to run. Keeps the play alive. Throws right side. Sideline. A first down for the Vikings.
Great pocket movement. DBs were playing off this time. Moved around the pocket. Scrambled. Keep your eyes up. Found a guy down the field. Waited not to force the ball there.
Was that a dedicated pass or a run pass option?
That was strictly pass there.
He just moved it?
Yep, he just moved the pocket a little bit. Good read.
That was the Owen Ashelman. 12 yards on that. Touchdown here, boys. And it's going to be even more difficult for this Thunder team. First down and 10 at the 35-yard line. OP in motion. Handoff to T.O. Right side. T.O. the 25. Sideline. T.O. inside the 18-yard line.
To get runs like that, you have to have wideouts who are willing to block. And Chris Keel did a great job of blocking there.
Boy, the patience, the vision out of the senior from Barneveld. I tell you what, he is he's something special.
He's got a very low center of gravity. He's down there. You don't want to tackle him.
19 yards on that. First down and 10 at the 16-yard line. OP in motion again. Ball on the turf, and T.O. lucky to get that one. Just a bad exchange. You've not seen that much at all this year. They've been in sync, in step from August. But that time, I don't know. A lot of times you'll see the quarterback kind of surveying the defense. Maybe that time T.O. was actually surveying the defense. All the way back to the 19-yard line. Second down and 13, we'll call it. This is 4-down territory for sure. Right back to it. Actually, they're going to fake the handoff. Throw to OP. Left side, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Owen Primusberger. Put another one on the board for the Vikings.
Yep, that's technically the spread way of running the triple option. Hand it off to the running back in case he could have kept it, or throw the bubble. That's the triple option out of the spread.
"19 yards to OP, his second of the night. And the extra point try upcoming here for Zach McGuire. 7:11 to go here in this third quarter. Lines are down. Here's the snap, the placement, kick up in the air, knifes it through for the junior. 41-6. We have running clock in this third quarter. Here is that touchdown to OP, making people miss. Get him in the open field, right?
Did a really good job of putting it in the running back's belly, then pulling it out.
Yeah, it's good to have playmakers. That was just a bubble screen. Takes it to the house.
41-6. They have rattled off 41 straight after going down 6-0. And I don't care who you're playing, but this is the playoffs. To drop 41, and we are 7 minutes into this third quarter. That is something. Another quick scoring drive, 4 plays.
How long has been their longest scoring drive?
5.
So far? 5 plays.
That one was a points off turnover. Brooks Pernot with the INT, a short field for MHB. Here's McGuire. And he'll angle it near side again. That picked up at the 10-yard line. They will hand it off this time. And got some running room. Sideline 30, 35, 40. And popped out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That's a clean hit inbounds. And welcome to Mount Horeb.
Brooks Pernot.
Riley Young is going to be seeing number 7 in his nightmares tonight. Ooh. That was legal and nasty. Ball marked up to the 48-yard line. So a decent return for Seymour here. 41-6. Clock runs here in his third quarter. If it dips below 35 points, the clock will stop. But right now we have running clock. First level of the playoffs. Here's the run left side of flag comes in. This one is coming back. Mason Bunnell with the carry.
Holding call.
Well, I did talk about this. Change the rule, which I appreciated. Oh, we have to get back to our Seymour trivia. So I know people have probably just been on edge since they heard. What is Seymour the home of?
What?
The hamburger.
The hamburger.
Now I'm hungry. Thank you.
I know. Hey.
Coach Nessheim with the right guess.
He cheated. He Googled that.
He Googled it first.
Yeah. I'm calling you out, Coach Ness.
He's our boss, so we have to say all good things
right.
about
yeah, absolutely.
about him. So I think
he's not my boss, so
I think it was a great call. Second down and 20, and Bunnell with the run left side.
You know, the way they're gang tackling, the physicality, they're going to be tough to beat.
Yep.
Yeah, they got some boys up front, too, who can really play. And really, after that first drive, guys, this offense has been overmatched. So a 2-yard gain. Second and 18 up around the 40-yard line. And in the backfield, somehow eludes a tackler, but that's not going to help. 2 more Vikings in there, the Land Sharks. have made a presence tonight. Chris Keel and Brooks Bernat cleaning up the leftovers.
With this unique offense, you got to run a unique defense this week. We have about 4 or 5 linebackers in the box. When you're this close to the line, there's gaps to hit, and we're doing just that.
3rd down and 23. Ryan Scogan with the initial pressure. He was unblocked and been really impressed with this MHB defense. You know, they get overshadowed quite a bit from their offense, but you know, this is a team that's allowed just 18.5 points per contest and doing it without a lot of turnovers. But the last couple of weeks, they have turned it on in that department. And here tonight, a safety, an INT, block to punt. Max called that one.
I had that spidey sense.
Keeping things right here. A timeout on the field. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by First Weber, Mark Nortman and Associates. When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb-Barneveld football, and that's where you will find Mark Nortman and Associates. Call 608-575-3393 or visit Mark at marknortman.firstweber.com. Is he doing the chains? I think he normally does.
I think
Go chat with Mark Nortman on the field. And by Kittleson Landscape Incorporated. Be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game. Brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. A 3rd down and 23 upcoming for Seymour. Clock runs here in this 3rd quarter, 41-6. We are under 4 minutes. 3:50 left here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and 23. The snap, back to pass. It's a pass that is short and out of bounds, and then a flag comes in as LJ was on the coverage near side on Ethan Voles.
I thought maybe that would be uncatchable
Even though it wasn't catchable, I think he still had a hold of him.
Yeah.
So I wonder what they're calling.
I think he kind of turned him there, I believe.
Pass interference is the call against the Vikings.
Kind of a tough one. Those are always tough, those underthrown balls, and you see that in NFL a lot where those guys have to come back and then they get called for penalties, and that's a tough one there.
Not many penalties tonight.
No, it's one thing, Max, you need to learn real quickly if you're going to get in this broadcast business is don't jinx us.
Because we don't want this game to go any longer, do we? With all these
No.
the
broadcast jinx, it's a real thing. I've experienced it.
I'll knock on this wood then. Right?
There we go. Yes. 3rd down and 8 now after 3rd and 23. So changing the landscape here. Here's the rollout to the left, being pressured. He'll throw. It's complete and taken out the 45-yard line. Smacked at the 45-yard line.
Who was that?
I believe that was Pernat.
Get a replay on that. The way that hit transpired, I think that was probably Brooks. Here we are.
No.
Owen Ashelman.
Nice hit.
Number 1. Ball up to the 46-yard line. 4th down and a strong 4 upcoming for Seymour. Trying to keep this drive alive. Counting 150 and rolling. Here's the snap. Rolling to his right, being pressured. Eludes a tackler. Now to the left side, looking for that 1st down marker. Has it. Sideline. 35-yard line, and they're going to say out of bounds up around there. The clock will run, but a nice job by the quarterback, Caden Staffeld. The sophomore gets a Seymour 1st down.
Yep, he did a good job making something out of nothing.
Almost where the defense overran him.
Yep. It was a sprint out right. Looked like we did a good job pursuing. Snuck out the back.
Talon Stoner with the initial pressure. He's had a good year. 1st down and 10. Seymour at the 36-yard line. Staffel Looks and throws, middle, tip drill, and it's incomplete.
Broken up by Brooks. Always seems to be around the ball.
Yeah, he's had a nice year. Town Stoner, the junior, 49 tackles coming into tonight. Kind of flies under the radar when you've got all these guys who are playing both ways, but have been very steady for MHB. Second down and 10 at the 36-yard line. Staffeld gets a low snap, being pressured. He'll throw left side, and is it caught? Nice catch inside the 5-yard line. Completion to Ethan Voles.
That'll be the end of the third quarter, too.
And that is important. Get to the fourth quarter with a 35-point lead. 4-yard line.
Nice catch.
32 yards on that.
For a group that doesn't throw much.
Yep.
That was a
good
play.
ball. Good job by the quarterback.
All right, end of 3, MHB leading 41-6. Heading to the fourth quarter on Wisco Radio.
This Wisco Radio broadcast is sponsored by Samuelson Eye Care. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care to schedule an exam today. Kittleson Landscape. Call today for your free landscaping estimate. Mount Horeb Utilities, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Mark Nortman and Associates, Mount Horeb's 5-star First Weber Realtor. Farmers Savings Bank, your Mount Horeb destination for home, farm, land, or business loans. Mount Horeb Chiropractic, state-of-the-art chiropractic services right here in Mount Horeb. And Norsk Golf Club, Mount Horeb's premier 9-hole golf course.
All right.
They don't have.
Welcome back to Viking Stadium, and who's this on our screen? Mr. Green Bay Blizzard.
That is me, isn't it?
That is number 7, Max Myler.
Yeah.
Look at that. Bringing back some good memories from this past year, huh?
Yep. The arena ball's a little different, but it's pretty unique. I'll just say that.
So this past year you played arena football. How'd that happen? How'd that transpire?
Well, I was in a league. It was called Major League Football. It was its first year this year. Sadly went down. I was in Mobile, Alabama, playing under Jerry Glanville.
Yeah.
Yep. He was my coach.
Houston Oilers.
Yep. And I was there for about 3 weeks and I went under. So I scrambled, and basically my only opportunity left was the IFL, the Indoor Football League. So it's arena ball. And Green Bay Blizzard wanted me, and I was like, you know what, why not?
Absolutely.
It's last chance. Might as well try it out.
Good for you. First play of the fourth quarter was an incomplete pass, and Seymour sneaks in. Touchdown number 2.
What are some of the different rules in arena football?
A lot of different rules. First, the biggest adversity for me is, I've been playing outdoor ball forever, 100 yards. You're playing in like a hockey rink, so it's 50 yards from field goal to field goal, 30 yards across. So we're basically playing in a hockey rink. There's walls.
Must be fast game.
Very fast. First game, I got lit up a few times where guys were coming downhill very fast. A lot of scoring, I'll say that. Yeah, we scored 60, 70 points a couple times. So it's actually, we play up at the Resch Center right across Lambeau Field. It's a great environment. If no one has ever checked out an arena ball game, I would come up and check out the Blizzard.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
For sure.
Cheap food, cheap drinks. It's entertainment. And actually, the IFL has signed an agreement with the XFL and USFL, so we are the farm system for that. Oh, really? So really, that's the goal. That's the goal for me, is to make it to the next level.
All right.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of people in this community and probably around the state that are cheering for you because, you were here, you went to Lindenwood, came back, played for the Warhawks.
Played a national championship game.
Game. So a lot of people know the Max Mather name, and just so happy that you could join us here tonight. It's great to reconnect.
Yep.
And your insight analysis has been just fantastic here tonight. Something that we can't bring to the game, and we really appreciate you here tonight. And it's just been a blast, and glad you could join us. And I don't know, maybe this run continues. We might need to call you back, man.
Call me out. Call me out. Yeah, I'm very grateful to be here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Wisco Radio. Thank you, Brad Richardson, and thanks, Coach Jack Preen right here. It's good to be up in the booth with you guys.
41-12 is our new score, and
That's
Seymour. Come on now, Thunder.
Kicked it really hard, and you're handcuffed.
Yeah.
You just bounced right off him.
Well, the good news, we are on running clock here from here on out, and the Thunder saying we're going to extend this as much as we can.
As long as we're here, we might as well maybe score again.
Yeah.
Or try to.
So Seymour. I was not ruling out MHB doing that to start the second half, but they chose not to. Here's the run, and not much there. Nice little 10-play, 52-yard scoring drive for Seymour to make this a 41-12 ball game. And we are in the fourth quarter, so regardless if that score drops below a 35-point differential, the clock will run in running clock situations. Basically stops on a score and timeouts. That's pretty much all it stops for. First, second down and 8 up around midfield. Snap to Salzman and right side, and nothing there again. That MHB defense has been clogging things up. And this is really a team, unlike some other more traditional wing T offenses, where you have to, respect the pass a little bit. This type of offense pretty much don't have to respect it at all. Unless number 9's in the backfield, he threw a nice ball on the last drive, getting a 32-yard completion. And here he is, checking back in, the sophomore quarterback, Caden Staffelt.
They split him out left.
And he splits out to the left side. So there you go. Third down and 7. Inside handoff. Little double handoff there.
So after tonight, there'll be 16 Division III teams left. Right.
MHB with the 1 seed. They will play the winner of Toma and Baraboo, who are conference foes now, which seems weird to say, but it's what it is. Fourth and, boy, looking like a strong 4 yards there. 8:25 rolling here. 41 unanswered points for MHB as Seymour tacked on their second score of the night. 4th and 4. Trying to make good on this onside kick. And
didn't snap it.
But everybody else moved.
Yep.
That's when you're a center, you just kind of want to run and hide right there.
But it's never the center's fault. So there's one thing.
But you can't move till he snaps it.
Right?
So what are they doing?
Under 8 minutes to go here in round number 1. I don't know if people were too worried coming into this one. An 8 seed, they're 3 and 6, but you never know. It's a playoffs, right? But I tell you what, they put on a show here tonight to really show that this team, they're going to be a tough out come here in the playoffs. 4th down and 9 now. There's that bunch formation. It's going to be the run for Salzman right side, looking for that first down marker. I think he's going to be short. Needed 9, got 5. That's a turnover on downs for the MHB defense, and I think we've got some clean jerseys coming out to play.
A lot of new jerseys, which is good. That's great.
Absolutely.
Get a chance to play in a playoff game.
Here's our Division III brackets. As you see, Mount Horeb-Barneveld, the 1 seed, and they will have Baraboo Toma. And Notre Dame Academy getting the 2 seed. That's an interesting 2 seed, with Monroe getting the 1 seed.
What are you saying?
Interesting.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, Jack. It's odd. I mean, Monroe, a 2-loss team. They're a defending state champion. And they get a 2 seed over Notre Dame Academy, whose only loss is to Wanakee, who's ranked number 1 in Division II. I mean,
right.
Seems weird.
It's a head scratcher.
It seems weird. But
I really don't remember when I was in school the section, right, of it being that. I mean, it goes from Toma
much travel
to Notre Dame to Green Bay to Mount Horeb. That is one big section.
Pretty intense. But MHB, the 1 seed, they can play 3 games at home. Hoping to do that. Giving credit here to some of our.
And at quarterback is Brooks Hendrickson, a sophomore, lefty.
Yeah, watched a couple of their JV games. I know, Jack, you did as well, and really impressed with the sophomore quarterback. I think when he had his chances here in varsity, probably a lot of nerves coming in, but boy, he throws a really nice ball.
He
and
does.
Max, you were mentioning too just how fluid of a passer he is. 3rd down and about 8. We'll call it up around the 47-yard line. It is Hendrickson. He's going to throw a right side. Has a receiver. That's Caden Baumgartz, the junior. And doing what he can to get up to the 46-yard line. That's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, we call that a now screen. I like how Brooks got it out so quick. If you get the ball out that quick, that's extra time for your receiver to get more yards after catch.
Seymour calls a timeout. They stop the clock with 4:50 in this 4th quarter. Broadcast here tonight brought to you by Farmers Savings Bank. Whether it is for your home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And by the best in the business, the MHB Gridiron Club is looking for MHB football alumni to join the newly created MHB Football Alumni Club. Past players, managers, and coaches are all invited to join. Scan the QR code on the screen to learn more information. And they've been a sponsor all season long, and they, like I said, are the best in the business, and they are actually sponsoring our broadcast tonight so we can provide this coverage free to all of our viewers. So moving on both sides, they're going to say the offense traveled first.
A little too anxious. Pass might have been coming to him.
Little itchy. Clock continues to run here in this 4th quarter. MHB is going to be paired up with either Toma or Baraboo next Friday night back here at Vikings Stadium. MHB looking like a top team in the state here. Coming in undefeated and not disappointing their fans tonight. 4th down and 6. Here's Hendrickson. Pump fake. He's going to throw left side, and that's going to be picked off.
That's just a punt. It's a nice little punt right there.
Yeah,
that's okay.
It was, absolutely.
Yep. Picked off by the starting defensive back, Ethan Voles. So you'll see this, too, from time to time where you've got maybe a JV or backups in for one team, then you've got perhaps some starters playing for the other team, and that's just a underthrown ball and a good play by Voles. So an INT for this MHB offense, but the clock continues to run here. We're going to be calling this one quits here and not too long from now. 26-yard line here for Seymour. Rollout to Stoffelt. He's looking to his right. He's going to throw sideline and overshot his intended receiver Far side looking for Wyatt Bunnell. Another Bunnell. And a 2nd down and 10 upcoming.
This is valuable time for these players, these JV players. This is extra practice, extra games for next season. It goes a long ways.
Sure does.
Back to pass again. He's going to throw left side, looking for Vols, and well defended. Near side by MHB's Dominic Kephart. Step for step with Vols, and a 3rd down upcoming.
I think he was right down by the coaches, and they all said, ball's coming, ball's coming. And he got his arm out there and knocked it away.
Well defended. Look at this. Got my hopes up. Big thanks to everyone here with this broadcast. Of course, us up in the booth, Max and Jack, but
doing it
Cam
again.
and Blaine down in the trailer. Another long pass, and here comes the flags after Foles is cranked up. Kephart this time. Got a little jersey. Well, there's the first incompletion here near side. Of course, our camera operators here tonight really appreciate Will and Jack,
who normally do the broadcast, don't they?
They've been with us all season long, and they'll get back in the saddle for sure. And 129 counting here. A couple plays left here for the Seymour Thunder season. 1st down and 10 up at the 42-yard line. Staffold in the shotgun. He's going to roll to his right. Going to throw on the run up to the 45-yard line. Sideline, and nice job by Keanu Chinana. 1 or 2 plays left here in the Thunder season. 8-yard gain on 1st down, a 2nd down, and 2, we'll call it. Officials timeout.
Injured player, I think, for Seymour.
Okay. 41-12. This has been impressive. The taste of the last 2 years has got to be bitter for the Vikings. 2 years ago, losing a tough one. An opener like this to Onalaska. Last year, falling to West Bend East in the 2nd round.
The officials want
55 seconds, I think.
3 more seconds put on the clock.
There we go. Hey, they're just doing their job, Jack.
And then they run the clock.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There we go.
Ooh, good pressure.
Throwing middle, and it's caught for a Thunder 1st down up around the 40-yard line.
Will Seymour call a timeout, or are they just going to let it roll?
Ooh, I feel it's timeout coming, Jack.
I don't know. They're letting it go.
They are. First down and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Staffold trying to make something happen here. Final plays of the Thunder season.
Oh.
Caught over the middle, far side, 10-5. Touchdown, Thunder.
That's a very interesting play. He's rolling left, sprint out left, and he's throwing a 10-yard dig route back to the right, but it went back-to-back plays, and they scored on it.
Yep, that's starting quarterback to starting wide receiver against our non-starters, which they're entitled to do. And they're going to get some extra credit. Touchdowns here, I suppose.
Sophomore quarterback, get him another touchdown. Give him some confidence for the offseason.
Yep.
I get it.
41-yard
I like it.
completion. Going to make this score not so dramatic, but...
Oh, it was dramatic.
And 2-point conversion is good. Let's stop the clock with 9 seconds to go. we shall do that.
Maybe a kickoff and it'll be done.
Maybe another onside kick. Who knows? 6 plays for the Thunder. They've scored twice in the second half. (41-20).
I think, though, as this game went, Mount Horeb really got their work in. They did what they wanted to do.
Yeah. You know, play your 3 quarters and let your JV or second teamers get some playoff action. But I tell you what, I mean, this defense tonight, guys, not an easy offense to play against.
Yeah, very different. I'm sure Mount Horeb-Barneveld hasn't seen offense like that, so they did a great job handling it.
Yeah, especially after that first series, really made some nice adjustments, and be curious what the final stats will look like from a rushing perspective for Seymour, but not great. They've done some things through the air tonight to move the sticks, get a couple scores.
Well, they had to. I think, Max, you said we were physical, and we really are physical.
And a short kick.
Just jump on it.
Covered up, and that's going to seal it. Going to also be the last play of this one. 41-20. The Vikings win this one going away and leave no doubt against the 8th seed Seymour Thunder. A great effort here for the Vikings after trailing 6-0. And they looked the part here tonight, 41-20 winners. We'll come back with a short wrap-up and look ahead to next week, as well as the Vikings big-time winners here against the Thunder from Seymour on Wisco Radio.
This Wisco Radio broadcast is sponsored by Samuelson Eye Care. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care to schedule an exam today. Kittleson Landscape. Call today for your free landscaping estimate. Mount Horeb Utilities, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Mark Nortman and Associates, Mount Horeb's 5-star First Weber Realtor. Farmers Savings Bank, your Mount Horeb destination for home, farm, land, or business loans. Mount Horeb Chiropractic, state-of-the-art chiropractic services right here in Mount Horeb. And Norsk Golf Club, Mount Horeb's premier 9-hole golf course.
And welcome back to Viking Stadium. The Vikings celebrating a 41-20 victory in the customary head coach slide. He's been doing that for quite a while now.
That seems a little dangerous at first.
Tell you what, the boys look forward to it. And a great tradition there. And he's been doing a lot this year. 10-0, the Vikings. And they looked special here tonight.
Yeah, that's impressive. Quick strike offense, physical defense, just the things you want to see.
So, Max, you mentioned you saw this team with your own eyes, game number 1. Now we're in October, game number 10. What are your thoughts and what, from game 1 to now, what have you seen from this team?
Well, they are playing with a chip on their shoulder from last year. I know there's a bitter taste in their mouth. They put in the work this offseason, and it's showing right now. And when it's playoff football, it's going to get tougher and tougher each week. Weather's going to change. If we can play physical football, MHB football, I like our chances any week. And, I'm excited for next week. Tomar Baraboo, I hope they're coming. Because we'll be ready for them.
Yep. Somebody's coming here next week. We'll find out who that is. Jack, your final thoughts?
Well, I really think that we're poised to make a deep run into this. If you keep winning, you get 3 home games, and playing home is such an advantage. Just ask Seymour, who traveled on a bus for 2.5 hours. So I really think that we're gonna do really well, make a deep run. People, make sure you come out next week and watch, and if you can't, tune in to Wisco Radio.
We'll have coverage next week as well, and hopefully get some more great interviews to fill our broadcasts. It's fun to watch this team. 10-0 And they looked really good here tonight. The 1 seed, 41-20. Winners. Want to thank Jack Preen and Max Myler for joining me here tonight. It's been a pleasure broadcasting the Vikings here on Wisco Radio. Game number 1 in the books. It's going to be Toma or Baraboo right here at Viking Stadium next week. The Vikings on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.